Nigga acts about me, nigga acts about me, nigga acts about me, nigga acts.
What's up, y'all? This is Let's Be Conscious, and I'm back with another video. So for tonight's topic, we're going to talk about this man. And this man, he's a father, and he went to his daughter's school board meeting, and he basically read their asses. He said, look, well, you know what? I'm not even going to paraphrase what he said. I'm going to put the video right here.
Sweetheart, tell these, do you want a little boy to watch you?
No.
No, why?
Because it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. My 8-year-old daughter knows it's inappropriate, and yet y'all sit there silent. One of you told me that your personal views don't align with the views you show to the public. That is not how you do it. That should show every parent in this county that you are not fit to sit on this board. Every one of you. Tell me you didn't say that this is not your job, that it should be left up to the ethics committee. I've heard you say, it's not my job. When it came to the books being in these schools, it is your job to look over who's in charge of catching those books. All you do is smile. Rob, I don't have a problem with you, but this has got to stop, because I'm going to tell you, y'all come up here and talk about vaping and the dangers of vaping. If a little boy follows my daughter in that bathroom and touches her, you will have a new radar of dangers. This is ridiculous. You're opening up opportunity for problems to happen. You either create a new bathroom for those who are confused, or you send them to the staff bathroom. It's a very simple problem. We don't change policy for tens of thousands of people to accommodate. There is no problem what people do on their personal level. That is not my business, nor your business, nor anybody's business. That is their choice. But I tell you what, I want to prove that you're all hypocrites, because each of you ladies, I want you to invite your husbands. Let's go to the bathroom, and I want them to watch me watch you use the bathroom, and let's see if they get mad.
Alright, so y'all just saw that video, and I have a lot to say about what he had to say. But first off, I'm gonna say, kudos to this man for letting his voice and his child's voice be heard in this matter, because it's like, for some reason, when topics like this come up for discussion, certain people's voices gets trampled. The loudest voice, for some reason, is the voice that's pushing, and I hate to use this word, but they're pushing an agenda. And as a gay person, because people always say LGBTQIA+, people think that agenda is everybody's agenda. That's not my agenda, and I'm pretty sure that goes for a lot of gay people, and especially a lot of gay parents, that we draw the line somewhere, and this is where we draw the line. Now, of course, we know that most likely it won't be a situation where a boy feels the need to watch somebody else pee, or would maybe open a stall to try to really violate her privacy. However, the way he was speaking, and especially at the end, he's like, you're opening up the door for something to happen. This is a man talking. This is a man that understands male sexuality and might understand boyhood at that age, and understand that they're curious and can really speak to that. I'm not a man. I can't speak to male sexuality, but I can say, as a woman, I do not want to share my personal spaces with XYs. I don't feel as though a grown XY should be allowed to be in the bathroom with us. And I say that because it's not the fact that y'all want to go into the bathroom that y'all feel like y'all generalize, like, okay, if I look at you and you got a dress on, most likely I'm not going to give you a second look. I'm not going to look at you that hard if I got to go to the bathroom to even realize that you're trans. Unless, maybe we washing our hands together and something like that. But most of the time, everybody in there going there, trying to do what they do and go their separate ways if it's a public bathroom. With that being said, what's to stop a man, a perverted man, from putting on a dress and just being able to walk into a bathroom? 10, 20 years ago, when the LGBTQ, it wasn't publicized, a man couldn't just put on a dress and not shave or something and walk into a woman's bathroom without a look. But now it's like, if a man does that, I guarantee you, in today's climate, most women would freeze up. And in the climate of what used to be, most women would call the cops. Now you have to second guess because you don't want to offend anybody, and we know that, okay, well, transgender people, that's what they're fighting for, that's what's publicized. So we are expecting kind of on a level one day to have to come in contact with that. As an adult, we can defend ourselves to a certain extent, and we can decide to leave. But in an elementary school setting where kids are still trying to figure out the world, and that's another thing too, how does an elementary school child know that they're transgender? You can barely write in a complete sentence, and you look at the statistics and how kids in the United States are doing academically, but what are the conversations we're having? We got to have conversations about little boys being able to go into the girls' bathroom or vice versa. Like, nobody, and that's another thing too. And I don't know if y'all noticed that, but every time it's a discussion on transgender individuals establishing their rights and wanting to be accepted into certain spaces, it's always the transgender females, it's always the male to female transgenders that want to occupy women's spaces. Why is that? Why is that women's spaces are so fragile and we're just so unprotected that somebody can just say they just feel like a woman and just take over? It's not right, and I will never be okay with that. I don't care how many hats I wear, how many boxers I got. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I know what I am, and people that's outside of the community, y'all can say what y'all want, y'all can peg me as what y'all want, but at the end of the day, I am secure in my femininity, and I'm also secure in how I present, and it's a completely different ball game. I can't believe we've really gotten this far as a people. Like, we can't define what a woman is, and this father had to probably take a day off work or something like that, or even go after work to debate such foolishness. Why does any parent have to take their time to say the obvious? And he seemed very in tune with his community. He was calling the school board members out by name, and I looked up the demographics of that county. That county is 60% white. It's in it's in North Carolina, but it's in the most southern part of the state, central North Carolina. So I'm sure it's a very conservative county. Why is that even being pushed? And it seems like stuff like that is being pushed really in conservative spaces. Like I said before, you can fight for your rights, but it's a line when your rights start to trample on somebody else's. How can you want rights, but your rights are taking somebody else's rights away? And there's some transgender individuals that have children out here. Are y'all going to sell out y'all children in the name of being trans? Like, are y'all really okay with this? Y'all need to speak up about this too. It's not right. And when certain groups like Christians and conservative people, they say we got an agenda and they say they be coming for children, this is exactly what they're talking about. And it's sad that people think this is okay. It's not. And like he said, look, if it's that important, you can meet in the middle. Let them use the staff bathroom. If a child, I don't like the fact that he really said confused, because I feel like that had a little bite to it, and you could be sensitive. Even if you don't agree with somebody, you can use verbiage and be sensitive to what somebody's going through. However, his point was on point. If you get a single stall bathroom, why can't everybody have their own space? Why do they need to feel, or why does a person and a child for that matter, you don't indulge children anyway. Any parent, anybody knows, you don't indulge a child 100%. You don't cater to every whim and whine that they have, and something as serious as that, no. And if you're raising a trans child and you want to cater to their every whim and everything like that, you need to prepare them for how the world is. You need to let them know, like, hey, look, this is you, and we gonna celebrate you and let you be you in our house. That's our safe space. But when it comes to outside, the same respect that you want and the same care that you want, we owe that to other people as well. And I sympathize with anybody going through something, and especially the trans community. However, y'all fight is not my fight. And my views do not align with y'all views. And I'm going to give a voice to the voiceless, because it ain't no LGBTQIA no more. It's honestly just the TQIA plus. Like, that's all people care about. Y'all control the narrative. That's it. And it's sad. And to the black community side note, that's the shit that we need to be doing. We need to be going to these school board meetings and cussing these motherfuckers out, because when certain people say that they want to dismantle the Department of Education and people get upset, but you look at the statistics and our public school students can't read, maybe something need to get dismantled. Maybe we need to change. Alright, y'all, so let's be safe, let's be mindful, let's be smart, let's be conscious. I'm out. Peace.
Nigga, X about me, nigga, X about me, nigga, X about me, nigga, X.